Welcome back to 80scomics.com for the review of the Warlord issue number 45 from May of 1981. Love the cover. Nightmare! And if you look quickly at that thing and don't really pay attention, it kind of looks like the Thundercat symbol, doesn't it? Hey, Travis Morgan is an honorary member of the Thundercats. He does travel with a transforming girl cat, after all. Dinosaur hanging out in the background. Cool looking horse. And his daughter, who's stranded in Skartaris. She meets a mysterious stranger who's up to no good. And every issue of the Warlord is pretty awesome. But you know, this one is a little bit less awesome than most of them. Really short. I miss the lasers. There's a severe lack of lasers in this issue of the Warlord. It could just be my imagination. Or maybe I just expect too much from the Warlord. They're so good. I want them all to be as good as the best Warlord, but maybe they were just in a rush for time this month. It's not the strongest entry in the series, though still fun. I was promised a dinosaur. Where's the dinosaur? Sea monkeys are not dinosaurs. Also, they're creepy and weird. I think the humans are actually being turned into sea monkeys. Sea monkeys are people! And pouty-faced wood nymphs live in the forest. Who knew? So, the Warlord, Shakira, who's on his shoulder, she's in cat mode. Shakira and Aton, his friend, show up at this village in the woods, and they're keeping his sword for him. So Morgan picks up a new sword, but then while he's admiring it, oh no, they're screaming because a cyclops attacks the village. By the way, did you see the name of this issue? Nightmare in VistaVision. I should point out the writing is a bit clever when Grell makes no secret that this one is inspired by films, as we dissolve to this panel. And at the end, there's a fade out. A nod to films. Feels a lot like one of those old Harryhausen films, actually. As the giant claymation Cyclops attacks the village, Morgan and Aton quickly get their ass kicked. And notice how big the panels are. The earlier issues have much smaller, tighter panels and more artwork. Very few backgrounds in this one, which is a shame because I think Grell does a really nice job with backgrounds. Obviously, his strength is people. Here we have transforming Shakira, going from cat mode to girl mode. And you know she does that when there's little sparkles around her. So if you're jumping into the Warlord, get some later issues, and you're not sure what the deal is with Shakira, she transforms from a cat to a girl, and from a girl to a cat, and then there's the little sparkle effects for realism. And here we have Batman and Robin hawking Hostess cupcakes. Batman in Hearts of Darkness. I love these ads. I love these old Hostess ads, which have rekindled my love for Hostess fruit pies. I love apple and cherry Hostess fruit pies. They're incredible. And I picked up some Twinkies and the cupcakes as well recently. They have not aged as well for me. They're not as good as I remember them. Twinkies are still pretty good, but really can't get into a Twinkie these days. And the cupcakes, well, a bit disappointing. But you know what's not disappointing? Travis Morgan's bravery, as he and Shakira set off to rescue some of the village folk who were kidnapped by the Cyclops. They come up with this plan. Shakira transforms into a cat, then transforms back into a girl, leaps onto the cage, frees the prisoners. It's a really short issue. It hints on the cover that there's a dinosaur, that the horse plays a more prominent role, which it doesn't. But we also get a couple pages of OMAC, One-Man Army Corps, which frankly, I also just really can't get into. It's like a whole circus theme going on here. And I think I've mentioned this before, but like, I hate circuses. I can't stand clowns. I don't like circuses, and carnivals freak me out. But I do like the Warlord, and hopefully you'll find some issues to read and enjoy. They're a lot of fun. Nitpicking aside, maybe it's not the best Warlord, but it's still the Warlord, which is better than a lot of other things. And keeping with the cinematic theme, with VistaVision at the very end, we get a fade out. The Warlord issue 45. Recommended by 80s Comics and approved by the Comics Code Authority. Fade out. Oh, he's still there. Go home!